Don't believe the on-screen animosity. In reality, these people are actually friends. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 TV enemies who love each other in real life. For this list, we'll be looking at actors who play enemies on television shows, but who are in fact good friends, or more, in real life. Since many of these TV enemies' conflicts involve plot details, some spoilers may follow.
I'm guessing Angela's the one in the neighborhood who gives the trick-or-treaters toothbrushes, pennies, walnuts.
Number 10, Grant Gustin and Tom Cavanagh, The Flash.
You know, I just learned the hard way not to trust the bad guy.
And yet, I've shown you, time and time again, you can't beat me, Barry.
As The Flash, Grant Gustin is living out a rivalry that spans centuries, multiple realities, and timelines with the Reverse Flash, often played by Tom Cavanagh.
Why did you kill my mother?
Because I hate you. Not you now. You years from now.
In the future.
In a future, yes. We're enemies, rivals, opposites, reverses of one another.
But off-screen, they're the best of buds. Besides posting pictures of one another on social media and hanging out together on set, the duo has also collaborated together on side projects, like a short film about inept bank robbers, aptly titled Tom and Grant.
Just snack money.
No, I don't snack money. That's why we're here.
Right.
Did you see that?
As much as their characters might bump heads, this duo apparently enjoys working together so much they came up with an excuse to do so even more often.
Again, he's handsome.
Number 9, Bryan Cranston and Giancarlo Esposito, Breaking Bad. The drug business seems an odd place for friendships to bloom, particularly between bitter rivals.
Option A. You kill me right here and now. Apparently I have made that very easy for you. You can kill me, no witnesses.
In Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston plays chemistry teacher turned meth cook Walter White, while Giancarlo Esposito plays Gustavo Fring, Walter's boss turned mortal enemy. The two drug lords may try their best to be rid of one another, but their mutual respect is apparent both on and off the screen. Both have praised the other's acting, and Cranston has gone so far as to call Esposito a dear friend.
I would have loved to been with you to celebrate and honoring Giancarlo Esposito. He's a dear friend, a great actor, and most deserving of this award.
Number 8, Mads Mikkelsen and Hugh Dancy, Hannibal. One of the most bizarre friendships in TV history occurs between the infamous cannibal serial killer and psychiatrist Hannibal Lecter and his FBI profiler colleague Will Graham.
I feel like I have dragged you into my world.
I got here on my own. But I appreciate the company.
As the two come to see each other for who they really are, they develop a weird kind of friendship, while simultaneously threatening each other's lives. Then again, maybe it isn't so far-fetched, since their actors have been friends for years, ever since appearing in the 2004 version of King Arthur together.
How do you do that? I aim for the middle.
Whether they're in front of the camera or not, these two have a friendship that's just so delectable you could just eat them both up. Figuratively speaking, of course. Number 7, Lili Reinhart and Madelaine Petsch, Riverdale. Riverdale may be based on Archie comics, but its characters and setting are far darker, weirder, and more murder-prone than its source material.
What do you have to say about that, Betty? Go ahead, the floor is yours. Whatever you've been dying to spew about Jason and how he treated Polly, unleash it. Destroy me.
That being said, Betty Cooper is still the girl next door, and Cheryl Blossom is still a schemer, and so their relationship on screen, like in the comics, is still frequently defined by mutual animosity.
Get out of my house.
Not until you tell me.
Get the hell out of my house before I kill you.
When not on camera though, their actresses Lili Reinhart and Madelaine Petsch are actually quite close. Not only did they live together as roommates, but Petsch has called Reinhart her best friend.
Lili is just the best friend a girl could ever ask for. I just had safety pins. She was sitting next to me. I was like, hold still, I can get another one. Shark bite. Shark bite. Shark bite. Ooh-ah.
The two of them even help one another with their skincare routines. Now that's friendship. Number 6, Norman Reedus and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, The Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon and Negan are two badass zombie apocalypse survivors with very different outlooks on life.
You don't scare easy. I love that.
On screen, they fight on opposing sides, but the actors who play them are best described as brothers from different mothers in the real world. Norman Reedus and Jeffrey Dean Morgan are very good friends in real life, spending time riding motorcycles and getting up to all sorts of shenanigans that are far less violent than what the tyrannical Negan would call fun.
Where are the rings? Where did Frodo and Sam go to destroy the ring?
That little dude that crawls around the rocks with the big eyes took him.
Oh yeah, Mordor.
What? No poser here.
Was I right? That's right? Yeah.
All right, two more final.
Dude, that was dope.
If a zombie apocalypse does happen, we definitely want to follow these two, since they'd undoubtedly prove to be a formidable team. Number 5, Ginnifer Goodwin and Lana Parrilla, Once Upon a Time. Snow White and her stepmother, the Evil Queen, may be family, but they're hardly friends on Once Upon a Time.
I don't deserve this. I did not kill Catherine.
I know. But you do deserve this.
Each has good reasons to despise the other, mostly stemming from them both blaming each other for the death of a loved one, again, usually with some merit.
Regina! Stop!
Yet, Ginnifer Goodwin and Lana Parrilla are good friends behind the scenes. Parrilla has repeatedly congratulated Goodwin on her role as Judy Hopps in Zootopia, as well as praising her relationship with Goodwin's real-life Prince Charming Josh Dallas, calling them, quote, the perfect couple. Sounds like Snow White and Evil Queen could learn a few things from these two.
Regina, we have been fighting for so long. It's cost us so much. It has to end before anyone else dies.
Number 4, Genevieve Cortese and Jared Padalecki, Supernatural. Ruby is a demon who forms a relationship with Sam Winchester, despite the hunter of supernatural beings frequently going after her kind.
We have the time to get it right. Let's get it right.
Okay. What do you want from me?
As it so happens, she was only using him to free Lucifer from imprisonment.
Yeah, I'm sure you're a little angry right now, but I mean, come on, Sam. Even you have to admit, I'm awesome.
Fortunately, actors Cortese and Padalecki have a far healthier relationship in real life, with their characters' false romance leading to a real one between them, and eventually to marriage. Dean's actor Jensen Ackles would also get a chance to act alongside his wife Danielle Harris Ackles in an adversarial role too, but not to quite the degree as Genevieve and Jared.
You are in Jared's house because you two are married. You married fake Ruby?
Number 3, Jim Parsons and Will Wheaton, The Big Bang Theory. The animosity between Sheldon Cooper and a fictionalized version of actor Will Wheaton spans seasons on The Big Bang Theory. In fact, it actually predates the events of the show, with the grudge beginning when a young Sheldon was disappointed by Will Wheaton missing a convention appearance.
Only to find that my idol, Will Wheaton, decided he had better things to do than to show up and sign my action figure.
Sheldon's hatred towards Wheaton, which waxes and wanes during the show's long run, thankfully isn't shared by his actor, however, as Jim Parsons and the real Wheaton get along well.
From the very first time I walked into the stage for the first read-through of my first episode of the show, I felt like they made me feel like I was part of their family.
The two of them have exchanged messages on social media expressing well wishes for each other, which is certainly friendlier than being on someone's enemy list.
I suppose you've come here to tell me that you've moved me to your super secret enemies list?
I don't have a super secret enemies list. I'm not a Bond villain. I'm just a regular guy with a regular enemies list. Which, by the way, you are no longer on.
Number 2, Jenna Fischer and Angela Kinsey, The Office. Pam Beesly rarely sees eye to eye with prim and judgmental accountant Angela Martin.
Those aren't chips and dip.
No, I made brownies.
What? I'm just trying to figure out why you're sabotaging things.
Angela sees Pam as promiscuous.
Pam is the office mattress.
While Pam naturally clashes with the icy blonde over everything from party planning to which colors are whorish.
How about green?
I think green is kind of whorish.
But in real life, actresses Jenna Fischer and Angela Kinsey are self-described BFFs, developing a close and lasting friendship during their 9 years on The Office.
Today our guest is Jenna Fischer!
It's me!
Oh my god!
I'm in your kitchen!
My BFF is here!
A period they're currently revisiting on a podcast they've started together. You know you're friends for life when you've got matching outfits. Before we get to our top pick, which might surprise you, here are a few honorable mentions.
What makes Benedict such a fantastic actor? I just think there's nobody like him, really. I always think that makes the most interesting actor, when you're completely unique to yourself.
So I can't see a thing, so I have to sort of lift this up as I'm driving around the field, thinking, I hope this doesn't mess up the shot.
Hey, Ray! How you doing? So good to see you, man. Me too. Love your shirt, mate. Love your shirt. You look great.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Lena Headey and Peter Dinklage, Game of Thrones. Cersei and Tyrion Lannister may be siblings, but they certainly don't love each other.
Oh, poor little man.
At least not in the way that Cersei loves her other brother. You know what? Bad example. These two characters can't help but bicker whenever they're in the same scene, and that's on a good day.
And before long, you'll spend the rest of your days weeping for each and every person in the world.
There's nothing worse than a late blooming philosopher.
Each has wished the other dead on many occasions.
I've thought about killing you more times than I can count.
Yet this animosity doesn't extend to the actors who portray them. Peter Dinklage and Lena Headey were known to joke around on set, and the two of them were even roommates during filming. If only their characters could have been as nice to one another. Platonically, of course. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.